How does he do that?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, as well as colleagues, and we'll make this very quick. I know we have Senators Mark Leno as well as Ben Allen here today also as well. Madam Chair, as well as members, I'm pleased to present SB 548, the Raising Child Care Quality and Accessibility Act. With nearly 1 in 4 Californians lacking basic standards of food and shelter, our poverty rate is staggering. Tackling poverty and income inequality is not only about creating jobs, we also need to support working families so they can take those jobs and excel. Millions of parents face impossible choices every day. Without reliable child care, they can't leave to go to work, and without work, they can't provide for their families. High-quality child care and early education strengthens the economy by helping these families to work and helping their children to thrive. We need to design policies with these concerns in mind. This bill will increase the availability of subsidized child care spaces for the state's poorest families. With such a high proportion of low-income work occurring outside of a standard 9-to-5 timeframe, it is especially important that these spaces be concentrated in voucher-based programs that allow parents to choose child care settings that best meet their needs. This bill will also strengthen child care and early education jobs, providing providers a seat at the table. With stagnant wages and increased child care costs, child care providers take home pay that is below poverty level. No one who works full-time should have to live in poverty. By empowering providers to organize, they can bargain over issues, improve child care quality and access, including provider recruitment, retention, program administration, pay procedures, as well as rates. SB 548 will also establish a means of identifying gaps and recommending improvements in providing access to education and training. Our child care system is as strong as the professionals on the very front lines. In conclusion, SB 548 is an important piece of our economic puzzle that will strengthen our state's commitment to child care and greater equality of economic opportunity for our most neediest families in California. With that, Madam Chair, Senator Runner, as well as colleagues, thank you very much for the opportunity to present.
Thank you. Good. People in favor of the bill?
Very good. Thank you, Senator. Do you have support? Would like
Witnesses
to speak?
support?
Yes, Michelle Castro, the Service Employees International Union. We are one of the sponsors of this measure. I am here to answer questions, but will defer my time to Tanya McMillan, who's a child care provider, and Camille Mabin-Kara, who is a parent.
Good morning. I just would like to share with you that every day I see the importance that I play in the lives of the children that I serve. I see the difference that I make in their lives from helping them develop their fine motor skills with things like learning how to hold a pencil. I make sure that they're kindergarten ready when they leave my child care. I help them with social skills like manners and sharing and respect. And I guarantee that every child that's in my child care gets a balanced, healthy, and nutritious meal. And I can never overlook the fact that I am a mentor and a go-to person for their parents who are working jobs, and in many cases, working a job, and in many cases, multiple jobs. So I'm very proud of the work that I do, even though I've been working in a child care system that has not changed the reimbursement rates for over a decade, that's full of red tape and loopholes, and at the end of the day, after expenses, my earnings are less than $5 an hour. I ask that you support SB 548 because the child care system right now, like I said, it has regulations that are completely outdated. And there really is no representation for workers like myself who actually does this job every day. I've been doing this 21 years. I love my job. I love the families that I serve. But I need to have a voice at the table so that when the grown-ups come together and we decide to make a decision, I've had some input and I've shared my expertise in this field that I love so much. And not only will that benefit me, but it'll benefit the children that I serve. It'll benefit their families. And so I'm asking you today to please support SB 548. It will only make this state of California better, and it is definitely an investment in our future. I poured my heart and my soul and money and time into this business. I could have walked away. I will never walk away. I made a decision to stay here and fix it because it is a system that clearly is in dire need of reform, and I want to be a part of making it better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're very important in the lives of children, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And your time you spent here. Next, support.
Hello, good morning, committee members. My name is Camille Mahan Carr, and I am a parent from out of Stockton, California with 3 children. I'm here to urge you to support SB 548, the Raising Child Care Quality and Accessibility Act. This act will help parents get to work by expanding the number of children served and engage parents in the important task of raising the next generation of smart children. In 1999, I finished my military duty as a divorced mother of 2 children when I came back to California, and I was giving child care assistance while I went to college. Now, my 2 older children are graduated with honors, and my oldest has a full ride scholarship to college. Later, I remarried and had another son, but I lost my child care assistant. Through this combined income of me and my husband, even though it was better than my own, alone was not good enough. My husband and I had to struggle with coordinating our shifts due to the fact that we could not afford quality child care. I would drive my son 2 hours each way to my father-in-law because this is all we can afford was for him to watch our son. It frustrates me because I serve this country and I cannot find quality child care as a veteran trying to make a life for myself, for my children. I used this travel time to educate my son, but I noticed at the age of 3, he was not speaking properly. Due to this patchwork of care, my now 8-year-old, who is very smart with everything else, but he is below when it comes to his reading and speaking with his peers. It pains me to see my son suffer and not being able to read at the grade level with his children because he is teased by the other children because he is not as smart as them. We do everything in our best power and in hell over high water to help him. And it's taken a whole family to do this. Tutoring is costing more money than childcare to even get him the help that he needs. Quality childcare works for parents and kids. Every child should be guaranteed a seat in early learning so they do not have to suffer with the price that it will cause in the long run for these parents and the kids for not being able to read. Thank you, and please make this a priority.
Thank you. Next.
We also have Derek Hodges here, who is also a parent. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Derek Hodges, and I'm a single father of 3. I am here asking that you prioritize supporting and expanding child care assistance by voting on SB 548. I know that child care works. It works for children, parents, and it works for our whole community. I was a single dad, divorced at a young age. I raised my 2 children by myself in Chicago. Thanks to my mother who worked in child care, my children received great care and early education, and I received great advice. Through the daily interaction at the child care, they were able to get started early, learning important social skills so that they were able to learn quickly. They learned nutrition and health as well as the foundation of academics, and they were nurtured. When they started school, they were ready. Now I have 2 children with master's degrees. My oldest daughter is a case manager with the Department of Veterans Affairs in Houston, Texas, and my son is a major in the United States Air Force stationed in Tokyo, Japan. My youngest daughter now is in college at Tennessee State University, her brother's alma mater. Please make child care affordable to more children. Support the Raising Child Care Quality and Accessibility Act, SB 548. Thank you.
Thank you all for sharing. Anybody else in favor to speak? Give up your seats there.
Hi, my name is Michael Young. I'm with the California Labor Federation. We're one of the co-sponsors of this important legislation. This bill is extremely important, and it does 2 important things, which is expand access and improve quality of the system for children, for parents, and for providers. And we believe that these important goals can be achieved through collaboration of all these parties, children, parents, and the state. we thank you and we urge you to support this important legislation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Anna Levine, Senior Staff Attorney at the Child Care Law Center, and I am here to express our support for this bill.
Great, thank you.
Good morning, Deborah Brown with Children Now. We're also in support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chairwoman and members of the committee, my name is Wally Pallot. I represent the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. We ask for your strong support of the bill, and we want to thank both the pro tem as well as the speaker for being the authors of such vital and important public policy to move it forward. And we ask for the members of the committee to support the children in the state of California by supporting this bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next.
Good morning. My name is Ruth Banks. I am a 5-star quality rated early educator, family child care provider from Lakewood. I came to Sacramento today to give my support for SB 548, the Raising Child Care Quality and Accessibility Act. With so many out there who don't have quality child care, I am glad this bill will expand access to children and provide more support for parents. Most importantly, Senators, for the continuance of quality child care, this bill would give family child care providers like us a seat at the table through collective bargaining rights. Thank you very much for your consideration.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Stephanie Briones, and I'm a child care provider from Victorville. I stand here today in support of SB 548, the Raising Child Care Quality and Accessibility Act. I'm excited about the possibility of training partnerships that will allow child care professionals like me to continue working on our BAs in early education. And I can't wait until providers like me have bargaining rights to have a strong voice in our industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody here in opposition? Any members would like to say something on the dais? Yes, Senator.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just thank the author and especially the people we heard testifying, both parents and providers. They truly are the front lines of the future for our state. These kids don't get a second chance, so I want to thank the author. Glad to support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Would you like to close, Senator?
Chair, thank you very much for the opportunity to present, and I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Okay. Anybody making a motion?
Senator Block.
Okay.
Do pass to Labor and Industrial Relations. Blue? Runner?
No.
Runner no. Block? Block aye. Hancock? Hancock aye. Leyva? Mendoza? Monning? Monning aye. Pan? Vidak?
Okay. It's 1-1. 3-1. So a few members are missing. I'm sure we'll add the vote up when we get done at the end.
Sure.
So
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much.
And before I leave, Madam Chair, I just wanted to encourage our colleagues here in a bipartisan manner to support SB 499. Madam Chair, Lou will be presenting this measure that we are co-sponsoring, so I just highly encourage dealing with teacher effectiveness and quality. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. You've
Thank
done
you.
a great job.
Thank you. Senator Leno, is he here? I see him right there.